What up YouTube, Topaz Jakes back for another requested review, and this one is to that Bugsy landing gear. And brother, I definitely enjoy what you're doing here behind the scenes, your whole thought process behind the whole song and all of that, man. But yet as we just break down the individual song alone, man, it's a step just in the same neutral position and such, man. And which that's all cool in the game, to keep it 100. Because for the most part, when you see a lot of people out there and they end up stepping up their game in one aspect, man, usually the next go round they take like 3 steps back. But yet you showing that you are here on this level shows that it's not a fluke. But yet the thing is, do not get comfortable here, because you are far from the destination and you still need to be pushing forward, trying to get better every step of the way you go and such, man. I feel that production could have been much stronger, man. Your flow and delivery still not completely up to par yet on where it needs to be. But yet what you're rapping about here is rather interesting, as you are questioning the meaning and the purpose of life and death. And you do this while reflecting on past pains and past pleasures and the ultimate desires that you want to make out of your life, while talking about the fears that people ultimately put on themselves that prevent them from actually succeeding in doing things that they want to do. And then you ultimately come to the conclusion that life is just going to go past, like you're just going to get high, which is something that you really like to do, and continue to move on and do your own thing with your own life. And I actually like that train of thought that you're doing there, but yet lyrically you're just not proficient enough to pull it completely off. But everything else about this, man, I really enjoy, because you are growing as a businessman and doing all of the things that you need to be doing and such, man. Because as my favorite author once said, man, he said the greatest mistake that he did before in the past was delegating his work to other people and such, dude. Everything that has his name on it, he needed to be involved with it 100% to get it the way he wanted to get it done. But yet when he was young, writing best-selling books and such, man, he was delegating a lot of things to his publishing company, and that ultimately cost him a lot of money in the long run. And as you look at this video and such, man, if you wasn't #1 doing everything on it that you absolutely needed to do, then a lot of it may have been lost in translation, man. Because as you're talking about your wardrobe that you actually selected, you're wearing a shirt by Salvador Dali and such, who ultimately questioned life and death through his artwork with burning clocks and all of that, dude. And which that is pretty cool, because honestly that would have been lost in translation if you outsourced anything, because a lot of directors and such, they really don't care for such things. They're more focused on trying to make the best visuals possible or something. That location has all of your fingerprints on there as well, in which I'm perceiving that to be a military vehicle graveyard and such, man, where you went out there and actually was able to shoot off some shots with your AK as well. Basing this off the locations in which I've known you have been at, I'm pretty much assuming that you're at the Arizona Boneyard. But excellent visuals here, man, while you kept it super simple. Like as you told me, your budget didn't crack the bank, and that was excellent, dude, because all you needed was a couple shots within the airplane in different places and such, man. You were on top of the tank and all of that, man. These are excellent visuals to the point that you didn't even need to bring out the drone, and yet it diversifies itself from all of your past works and such, dude. Excellent video work here. The fact that you're taking a heavy interest in actually composing and editing and doing all of this for all of your videos, and then actively going out and promoting it as well, as you're saying that it's going to be on WorldStar. Still not a fan of you spending all this money to be on WorldStar, because all you're getting is trolls and such, man, just constantly trying to argue with you. It's ultimately not worth it. You should honestly be trying to individually select out people who fit into a certain profile of people that would like your individual music and such, dude. You honestly just have to build the profile of the types of people that would honestly rock with you and such, dude. Like, what similar artists are there out there to you and such that have a similar message, that are along the same skill set, man? Go find the YouTube videos and all of that, man, and then go down through the comments and find the individual people. Like, okay, this person likes this person, so he might just like me. Let me send him a message and learn how to speak to him in order to gather the interest for them to check out my music, instead of spamming them like, yeah, peep out my music, which no one ever goes for these days. Business-wise, I love what you're doing, man. Continue to push further with that. Continue to push to try to get more money off of all of this stuff that you're doing. Musically, you're in a decent place right now, but do not get lackadaisical, man. Continue to push forward. This is not the end destination. It's honestly far from it. But everybody go ahead and check out this video, man. The link to it is in the description below. And go ahead and send them your own feedback and such. I hope you enjoyed the show. You can follow me at Twitter up there, And you can go to downloadpads.com, that's down there, to read today's article.